Mobile games, they're usually associated with online connections, daily logins, and constant updates, but there's still some incredible options for us to play that require zero internet connection. Whether you're traveling or just trying to conserve data, today I have 25 of the best offline mobile games that you could play this summer 2026. Limbo is a dark puzzle platformer that places you inside of a mysterious black and white world. You control a young boy searching for his missing sister while avoiding traps, dangerous creatures, and environmental hazards. Its haunting visual style looks incredible today, and the psych-based puzzles constantly force you to experiment. It's a shorter experience than many games on the list, but its atmosphere, clever level design, and unsettling story make it unforgettable. This is one that I've actually played with my son on his Xbox, but it is available on mobile as well. It's quite challenging at times, and I really enjoyed it. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a colorful life simulation game focused on exploration, friendship, and collecting. You travel around a peaceful world, completing quests, gathering materials, and building relationships with familiar characters. The game is especially great for players looking for something calm and positive. Decorating, crafting, and discovering new areas create a relaxing progression system that can keep cozy game fans entertained for hours. My Friend Pedro, Ripe for Revenge is an action game built around slow-motion gunfights, acrobatic movement, and stylish trick shots. You flip through the air, ricochet bullets off surfaces, and eliminate enemies across dozens of fast-paced levels. The controls are streamlined for mobile, but the action still feels creative and even satisfying. Levels are short enough for quick sessions, while score chasing and perfecting your movements provide plenty of replay value. Once Upon a Tower turns the classic princess story upside down. Instead of waiting to be rescued, you must escape the tower yourself after the knight who was supposed to save you is eaten by a dragon. You fight monsters, destroy obstacles, avoid traps, and collect upgrades while traveling deeper through the tower. Its simple controls, colorful presentation, and gradually increasing difficulty make it a strong choice for quick offline sessions. Grid Autosport delivers one of the closest things to a console racing game available on your phone. It features realistic handling, detailed vehicles, multiple racing disciplines, and large selection of tracks. Unlike many mobile racing games, Grid focuses on complete races and skill-based driving instead of energy systems or constant online events. It requires a powerful device and plenty of storage, but racing fans receive a substantial premium experience that can be played offline. Return to Monkey Island is a story-driven point-and-click adventure filled with pirates, strange characters, and clever comedy. You explore different locations, collect items, solve puzzles, and follow the continuing adventures of Gabrish Thripwood. The writing and voice acting are the real highlights here, but the puzzles are also approachable without feeling completely obvious. It's an excellent offline choice for players who prefer storytelling, humor, and relaxed exploration over fast action. Now, the next one is one I actually just re-downloaded on my phone as I was traveling and on a flight. I was worried I wouldn't have Wi-Fi, and that is Eternium. It's an offline action RPG that should feel familiar to fans of games such as Diablo and Torchlight. You battle large groups of monsters, collect equipment, unlock abilities, and gradually develop a powerful character build. And something that I really like about this game that is unique to Eternium is that you can draw characters on the screen, different little motions, and your character will react to those motions. So rather than just like slamming an attack button, you could be precise with the types of attack that you want to use and where you want to use them. There's plenty of loot and character progression, making Eternium a strong option for players who want a traditional hack-and-slash experience on their phone. Disney Dreamlight Valley combines life simulation, exploration, and questing inside a world populated by Disney and Pixar characters. You gather resources, cook meals, grow crops, decorate your valley, and help different characters solve their problems. After the required installation and setup, much of the single-player experience can be enjoyed offline. The constant stream of objectives and customization options make it easy to play briefly or disappear into the game for several hours. Japanese Rural Life Adventure is a peaceful life simulator centered around restoring an old home in the Japanese countryside. You grow crops, fish, cook, explore nearby areas, and help the local residents rebuild their community. The pixel artwork and the quiet soundtrack create an extremely relaxing atmosphere. Instead of pushing players toward constant competition, it rewards patience and routine, making it an excellent offline game for fans of farming and cozy adventures. Pocket Love is a casual life stimulation game around creating a comfortable home for your character, their partner, and their pets. You collect furniture, decorate rooms, customize your appearance, and gradually expand your living space. There's no complicated combat or stressful progression system in this one either. The appeal comes from unlocking adorable items and designing rooms exactly how you want them, making Pocket Love perfect for short, low-pressure offline sessions. The Room Old Sins is one of the best puzzle games available on mobile. The story centers around a mysterious dollhouse filled with hidden compartments, mechanical devices, and increasingly complicated puzzles. Every object can be rotated, examined, and manipulated through intuitive touchscreen controls. The detailed environments, creepy sound design, and satisfying puzzle solutions create an experience that feels specifically designed for phones and tablets rather than simply converted to them from a PC game. Gubbins is a world puzzle game that combines familiar letter-based gameplay and strange creatures that can either help or disrupt your board. You create words, manage limited space, and react to the different effects caused by each gubbin. It's easy to understand, but has enough unexpected mechanics to feel different from traditional word games. The charming presentation and unpredictable boards make it ideal for vocabulary fans who want something light, creative, and replayable. Survivor.io places your character in arenas filled with enormous waves of enemies. Your attacks activate automatically, allowing you to focus on movement, positioning, and selecting upgrades as your character levels up. Different weapons can be combined and evolved into stronger abilities, creating increasingly chaotic battles. It's simple enough to play with one hand, but contains enough progression and build variety to keep players returning for another run. And I have to say, this one is one of my favorites from the list. It's quite enjoyable. I love that it's vertical, and it's something that I just always continuously go back to from time to time. Traffic Rider is the first-person motorcycle game where you speed through busy highways while narrowly avoiding cars and trucks. Driving close to other vehicles and maintaining high speeds earns additional points and rewards. The game includes missions, unlockable motorcycles, and multiple environments instead of relying entirely on endless racing. Authentic engine sounds and convincing sense of speed help Traffic Rider remain one of the most enjoyable offline motorcycle games that mobile has to offer. Match Factory is a casual puzzle game where you search through piles of colorful three-dimensional objects and match identical items. The challenge comes from finding the correct pieces before the timer expires. Its basic mechanics are extremely easy to learn, making it accessible to almost anyone. Levels gradually introduce larger piles and more complicated objects, producing a kind of satisfying one more level gameplay that works perfectly during short offline breaks. Dead Cells is a fast-paced roguelike action game featuring responsive combat, challenging enemies, and randomly arranged levels. Each run allows you to discover new weapons, abilities, and upgrades as you explore the dangerous island. Dying sends you back to the beginning, but permanent unlocks give you more options during future attempts. Its fluid animations, excellent controls, and huge variety of equipment make it one of the deepest action games available on mobile, specifically for offline. Kingdom Rush Vengeance is a polished tower defense game where you command villains of the series. You place different towers, upgrade their abilities, and use powerful heroes to stop waves of knights and other enemies. Each map encourages you to experiment with different tower combinations and defensive strategies. The cartoon artwork, humorous animations, and steadily increasing difficulty make it an excellent offline strategy game with plenty of levels to master. And if you know me, you know I love tower defense games, and this is another one that is my favorite from the list. Mini Metro is a minimalist strategy game about designing an efficient subway system. Stations appear across the map, and you must connect with them with different train lines while preventing platforms from becoming overcrowded. The concept begins simply, but quickly becomes difficult as the city expands and passenger demand increases. Randomized station placement ensures that every attempt feels different, while the clean presentation makes the growing chaos surprisingly relaxing. Now, the next two or three are ones that I know you were waiting for on this list because they are bangers. Terraria is a massive two-dimensional sandbox adventure filled with exploration, crafting, building, and combat. You begin with basic tools before digging underground, discovering valuable materials and crafting increasingly powerful equipment. The world contains numerous biomes, secret locations, and major bosses that completely change how you progress. Despite its age, Terraria still offers an enormous amount of content and remains one of the best offline games for players who enjoy freedom and discovery. Vampire Survivors is a roguelike survival game, much like Survivor.io that we shared earlier, where your character automatically attacks approaching enemies. Your job is to move through the battlefield, collect experience, and select upgrades that transform basic weapons into screen-clearing combinations. I will say, Vampire Survivors is quite a bit more difficult than Survivor.io, at least in my opinion. Alto's Odyssey is an endless sandboarding game with simple one-touch controls and beautiful environments. You travel across deserts, leap over obstacles, grind across ropes, and perform flips while attempting to complete different stages. What separates it from other endless runners is its peaceful atmosphere. Dynamic weather, changing lighting, and relaxing soundtrack make each run feel more meditative, while the trick system provides additional depth for competitive players. Plague Inc. is a strategy simulation where your objective is to develop a pathogen capable of spreading across the entire world. You evolve transmission methods, symptoms, and resistances while countries attempt to develop a cure. The game requires careful timing because becoming deadly too quickly can alert governments before your disease is spread. Multiple pathogen types and scenarios create strong replay value, making every attempt feel like a new strategy puzzle. Minecraft gives players an enormous procedurally generated world where almost everything can be collected, destroyed, or rebuilt. Survival mode challenges you to gather materials, craft equipment, build shelter, and defend yourself against dangerous creatures. Creative mode removes the most restrictions and allows you to build almost anything imaginable. Minecraft's freedom is what keeps it relevant. You can explore caves, create machines, fight bosses, or simply design a peaceful home completely offline in single-player mode. Stardew Valley is a farming and life simulation RPG where you inherit an abandoned property and slowly transform it into a successful farm. You grow crops, raise animals, fish, explore mines, and build relationships with residents of a nearby town. The game's surprisingly relaxing and is extremely deep, with seasonal events, hidden areas, and long-term progression. Its premium mobile version offers dozens of hours of content without requiring any connection at all. Balatro combines poker hands with roguelike progression to create one of the most addictive strategy games on your phone. You play different hands to earn enough points to defeat increasingly difficult challenges while collecting special jokers and cards that modify the rules. The excitement here comes from discovering powerful combinations that completely transform your strategy. Every run begins simply, but can develop into an absurd chain of multipliers and bonuses, giving Balatro nearly endless replay value while remaining fully enjoyable offline. Those are the 25 best offline games that I have for you this summer. I'll definitely be back with another episode of the 25 best offline games when the fall comes around, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. And if there's anything that I missed, be sure to let me know in the comments below.